of showing up and cheering them on. I know we were outnumbered against Pittsburgh, and we were outnumbered against the Raiders, but I know I shut a lot of those fans up.
Because somewhere in the bowels of your offices on Park Avenue, there are 3 years of reports that give stunning reviews of the NFL experience here in San Diego. And we can have that again if you will allow us to have that. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I think that does more to ingratiate the
Mr. Spanish would stay in San Diego if he had to pay any fee. I don't think he wants to. If you want to give up $1.5 billion, he's going to move.
Well, the answer to your question is yes, I do believe that there will be a relocation fee if any team relocates to Los Angeles or any other market. That's provided for in the relocation guidelines, and it's been a topic of discussion at several owners' meetings. So I do believe that's on the table. I don't know, when that kind of negotiation occurs, it's because someone will have applied. Until now, it's just a theoretical exercise.
What would you want from San Diego to make sure they stay here? What do you want to see?
Well, I guess I'd say whatever decision is made by the city of San Diego is up to the citizens of San Diego. My preference on what will be delivered is irrelevant. I think what's important is in any stadium deal, in any successful team, behind it is a public-private partnership that works for the community and works for the team, and that's what's important, however that's structured.
Fair enough. This is like A.J. Smith and Sondheim. They just don't talk to each other. Remember that? Then the NFL and not the greedy Spanos should sit down and negotiate a fair plan to keep the NFL in this great city. Please do not believe carbon policy for a minute that San Diego will support a team in Los Angeles. It won't be immediate, but it'll be a slow death.
Mr. Roger Goodell, the Charger fans want the name to stay in San Diego. We'll build them a stadium, give us the opportunity, and don't let Fabiani shortchange us. Because if he wants to go to Carson, bye bye.
We're working towards a solution in San Diego and each of the 3 cities. We haven't given up. If we had given up, we wouldn't be here. And part of that process is sometimes you go out and play the game yourself, and sometimes you ask somebody else to play the game, and sometimes you just step away from the table and see if somebody goes. There are lots of players in this, and one of the key players is the league, and so what we do is we step in. We've done it with and for teams in other markets over the last decades, and we've been doing it the past couple of years. So our job, as I said before, is to not give up hope and to negotiate when there's a party on the other side to negotiate, and we're doing the best that we can, and progress has been made. We're not going to sit here and say there's a solution in front that's built confidence, but you have moved forward from where you were 12 months from now. Does time run out? I don't know. Second question, has anything been told to us that you all don't know the answer?
It's not an economic feasible possibility for this.
No, as it relates to the negotiating posture, what they've said to us, the Chargers have been very open from my perspective and what they've said to the community. They developed an alternative because they do not believe that anything that's been discussed so far will be successful at a time anywhere in the near term. So your third question, you did say something it wasn't phrased as a question. We're not a non-tax-paying entity, we're a fully tax-paying entity. Fourth question, or third question, I think, was, is there anything else we can put on the table, we believe? Sure there is. If we're this far apart, we can find things that help put a deal together. We have to get closer. Super Bowls have played a part. League G4 money, G5, or whatever it's called, they're not named after Passenger jets, they play a role. So there are lots of things that can be brought to the table. We've got to get to something that could be attractive, not for 2 years, but for 30 years. Thank you for your time.
Just as a fact, in the last year, the Chargers have spent $20 million on redevelopment deals and land deals in Carson. They spent less than $20 million on stadium solutions here in the last 14 years.